shot it did indeed. Nighthawker, how rare is it to see an albino? Got my first last night, only played a week. So stoked. It should be more rare than that. How long did it take you to get your first albino? Like too many hours?
100 hours in game.
Okay, so now um, I love this game. I'll start by saying that. I wish I could play it every day. I haven't been able to. I play it every other day. It is what it is. But man, it's absolutely fantastic. Um, Much love to each and every single person who had anything to do with creating, developing, and getting this game to the public, to gamers, no matter how you play, PC, console. Just the fact that it's out there and available is just epic because this game has completely consumed me. I don't hunt in real life, and I could, got tons of friends who are hunters. Most people probably have the same situation. Family, friends, love to do it. Just not my thing, man. I'd rather sneak up and take a picture of whatever it is, that I could get that close to that you would like to take out. So, whatever. That's just me. But this game is absolutely fantastic. And let's see, I bought it on the 15th, and so I've had it about 10 days, and oof, yeah, man, it's all I want to play now. It's kind of wrecked me, but whatever. um, I'll get on with it. Let's see. Missions. I haven't done many missions. Only done a few. Um, have to take the pictures of the bears currently. Oops. My inventory. I have the warden set up for medium and light. I switch back and forth the bolts for that. I use the dark star primarily for big things, and because it'll just drop anything one bolt. It's just awesome. The crossbows are my favorite thing. I played one night with the Ranger rifle, and then my friend said, "Hey, you bought the DLC, didn't you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "There's bows and stuff because I know you like bows." And I was like, "Ooh, really?" So I went in there and equipped it, and for about, I don't know, the first 5 days or so, I don't know, we'll take a look. I can tell you exactly when I put it on because I took a picture and sent it to my friend and went to the range and tried out the scope and blah blah blah. But anyway, so for like the first 5 days I was just iron sighting everything, and the thing's lethal, absolutely lethal. That was before I put the scope on it. And um, maybe it's not your style of hunting, whatever. You have to get too close, you have to, this, you have to that. But for me, I like stealth. That's my style. I like up close, in your face, personal combat. That's just like, when I play Battlefield, I'd rather stab you than shoot you. Like, that's just my style. So I love stealth and ambush, and this weapon is ultimate for it. It's just, anyway, that's what I'm working with. And I just bought the boar call, the elk call, the predator call. I bought all of those the other night. I had like 40,000, and I didn't want to buy a rifle because I could care less about a rifle. And maybe that'll change at some point. But I'm just having so much fun with archery because I have always enjoyed it in games. And I just played Horizon and ran around with Aloy forever with a bow, and it just if a bow's an option, I like to use it. I liked using it in Battlefield. I wasn't the greatest with it in Battlefield, but whatever. In this, it's a little challenging, but it's just so fun and thrilling. I can't stop, man. I mean, someday maybe I'll buy an Empress or what is it, a 338 or whatever. But for now, I'm totally loving this, man. And here's the skills I've acquired so far at being a level 15. Those are what I personally did. Haven't done much here. Haven't earned a ton. That's what I've done with what I've earned. Oops, what did I do? Oh, my bad. This is what I've done with the archery. Like I say, haven't earned enough to do a whole bunch, but I will have all those acquired at some point. And yeah, that's about it for that. Take you into my picture gallery here and show you why. Dude, I'm just overrun with emotions is what I am, because I was absolutely blown away, stoked out of my mind when I got the albino, and I was in this section of forest out by South Lake, and I was blasting just deer after deer after deer, and I was like, man, what about this pressure? I'm like I say, I'm just learning, man. So excuse me, sinuses are jacked up. So I'm like, okay, how the heck am I shooting all this stuff in like 50 yards, 100 yards, and everything is purple every step I take, and I'll sit, I'll call, doe come out, younger bucks with smaller racks come out, I don't shoot, I sit, I wait, I call, bigger racks come out, I'm just dropping stuff. I'm like, okay. I just blew it away. I'm like, this is insane. So I don't know how much longer, not a bunch, and I had just picked up a couple things, and I'm laying there, and I hear all these footsteps, man. I'm like, how? It's just amazing how things don't run away with this crossbow. Or like when I hunt with any of my friends, fire a shot and everything's just gone, man. Forget about it. So I'm sitting here and I'm listening, and it's night, and I have my headlight on, or my lamp, and I like I say, I had just picked up a couple things, and I'm laying there, and I'm focusing forward because of how the wind is blowing to my left at like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, I've positioned myself to where I can't look over that way, and I hear all these footsteps right there where I want to look. So I just have to be patient, deal, and keep looking forward and see what happens here. So I go to call out again, and right in the beam of light in front of me in my headlamp, as I go to switch from my crossbow to the call, because I want to bring stuff out to the light, or just out of the scent zone because I'm afraid I'm going to trigger it and lose whatever's stepping over there. Well, just as I'm about to do that, this albino doe steps right into the light, right into my headlamp. I mean, the second it stepped into that light and it illuminated how bright white. I mean, I don't know how. I'm sure it would have been clearly visible in the day when this white animal came out, you know, versus all the other deer I had been seeing for the last hour and a half or whatever. But, dude, in that light, when it stepped into that light, and I went, oh! I mean, I've only been playing the game like a week. I still can't speak, man. I was like, and I was like, oh my God, take the shot. Dude, I lined up a perfect shot right through its heart. It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. But then I had this, you know, I've never seen an albino. I haven't even looked up albino videos. I've seen a lot of videos, and all of you who make them are awesome. And thank you very much, man. You just helped me love the game that much more. But I shoot this thing. I can't believe that this albino stepped right into the light. And if I would have moved, I don't know that I would have seen it, would have spooked it. It would have just been more footsteps that you don't see that run away and all you did was hear. It just would have been another set of those. And when I shot it, then instantly right after I did so, I was like, oh man. I was like, dude, you should have waited a minute. Maybe, you know, a lot of times I've seen where it's almost like king and queen. It's like this big deer with this big rack comes out with this doe that's right next to him, where all the other ones are doing their own thing, and they're like hip to hip, like they're mates or something. And yeah, I don't know if that's a ridiculous thing to think. Like, I don't know anything about it. You know, like I said, I've only been playing like a week. It freaked me out when that thing stepped into the light. You know, so I shot it because I didn't want it to run away, and then instantly I'm like, oh dude, what? You should have waited a minute. Maybe the big albino buck is right there with it. Now I don't know if that's how it works. Maybe that's just insane to think, but I don't know, man. So I shot it, and I took pictures of it, like several, 4 or 5. I know I know I hit the record button. I know I did. Because just the whole sequence I couldn't believe was taking place. Because I mean, I had shot so many things, and there was so much pressure, and everything was purple, and I was just like, well, why leave? Every time I call, it takes a couple minutes, but I get this reaction that I was like, dude, I'm not going anywhere. And the next thing I know, this albino steps into the light, and it was just like, boom! It was so bright and white, and it froze and looked right at me, and I looked at it and just calmly shot it with my bow. Dude, I was tripping. And what's even crazier is after I picked it up, I didn't go anywhere, because I still am hearing feet and footsteps. And I call in another big deer. I'll show you the picture. Man, okay. So I go back and I look for the video, which I'm going to show you right now, man. This is just too much. It's just, I can't even speak, man. Okay. This is the first night I got the game, okay? I was like, oh wow, man, this game's gorgeous. Look at that. So I snapped a shot. I take a lot of pictures in a lot of games. That's what I do. I said earlier when the video started, I would rather sneak up and take a picture of something than shoot it in real life. But you know, in this game, it's a whole nother thing. And so that was the night I bought it. It was the 15th. And I jumped on. I was talking to some friends. They were all playing it, and so we hadn't done multiplayer yet. So I'm messing around. I'm running around. Earned this trophy. Blah blah blah. First thing I killed, maybe. What was that? And then I got some rabbits. I was sitting here and all these rabbits just kept coming out. Rabbits kept coming out. Rabbits kept coming out. I was like, wow. So I just kept shooting them. Saw a video where a man suggested I get comfortable with taking the sight on and off. I think that gentleman was SF Gaming, I think. Yeah, so if that was you, I mean, I've watched a lot of videos. I might be messing that up. I think that was you. If so, thank you, sir. For a beginner, that was a great video. All the videos I've watched are great, man. Like I said before, it's been a beautiful community here. So I'm blasting rabbits. Blasting rabbits. And this is, I'm shooting them all with the Ranger, so I'm not getting the integrity. I don't know anything yet, you know, just started. And I'm just sitting there, and these rabbits keep coming out, so I keep blasting them. And then I left there, started trucking around. And I was like, I think oh no, I didn't take that. When I earned the trophy, it popped up like that. My bad. And then, oh, okay, yeah, okay. So all this, I'm pretty sure is the first or second night. Yeah, first night. And then, I think this is the next day. Yeah, the next day. Because I say to my best friend, yeah, you know, I earned some money and XP and blah, blah, blah. I told him, you know, about these rabbits and stuff that I was shooting, this and that. And I was like, but then I saw this video and, you know, they suggest not to waste your money on the building the blinds and all this stuff. You know, use your money to get calls and, you know, equipment and all the things you need in the game. Buy those later. So... And of course, I'm excited. I'm running around. I'm finding things. I'm a noob kook, and I have some money, so I built some stuff. You know, I'm like, okay. You know, so I'm talking to my best friend Wiley, and I'm like, okay, look. I said, let's just restart. We just started a game, you know, whatever. So we restarted. So the next day, when I restart, you're right there in camp. It tells you to find some tracks, shoot something. The very first thing I find... It like comes walking across, it's this. I'm like, oh dude, sweet, look at the rack on that thing. You know, I'm new to the game, haven't been playing 5 minutes. Boom. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. So yeah, exaggeration with the 5 minutes, but you know what I mean. You know, the first night I make this killer shot on this thing. I'm like, oh man, that's beautiful. So instantly addicted. Okay, so then let's see what this is here. Yeah, I say to my buddy, dude, did you put the crossbow in your backpack yet? He goes, I can do that? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, excuse us. We're kooks. We just started. So, yeah, I show him how to do that, put it in. I start running around with it. You know, here I am. And I had the Warden equipped right there. I hadn't switched to both yet because I hadn't known how much I was going to like the thing, much less fall in love with it. And then here's the first thing I shot with it, and I was like, whoa dude, that just ripped right through that. I was like, whoa, that was awesome. So, I mean, I was just hooked right there with the crossbow. That was it for me. And then, oh, and then I'm messing around, like I say, because I just got the game. I'm checking stuff out. I'm trying to test how far you could go before you'll reach a boundary, and it tells you, you've gone too far. And I was like, wow, dude, that's a cool picture. Look how high I am over the lake. Excuse me. And so I keep venturing up the mountain, and I'm like, oh man, wonder how far it's gonna let me climb up here. So next thing I know, I feel like I'm over the clouds. I'm getting way up there. I'm like, holy crap. And as I'm climbing, I look up, and I see this rock. It looks like some damn Komodo dragon or something. I was like, yeah, maybe it's only me that appreciates that type of stuff, because I look for the art and everything, but whatever. Maybe it just looked like a stupid rock to you, but it made me laugh, so I took a picture of it. And let's see. So then I kept getting higher and higher, and I was like, wow, dude, I am up here. So I sent a couple pictures to my buddy, and I was like, wow, look at the river, the lake system through that channel there. I was like, oh, that is awesome. So then I got up higher and higher, and then I was like, oh man, I can take a picture of all this from up here. I was like, this is just awesome. And it was all going really good until right then. And I fell and fell and fell and slid and splatted, and that was it. But it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, so you can climb high. Now, I love the moon. I take pictures of the moon all the time in real life, and every game I play, I if there's a way to take a shot of something cool, like I say, I do it. So I did it that night while I was creeping in that tree, and then once again, me and the moon, it's just a thing. So I took another shot, and then I noticed this on the map, and I was like, wow, check that out. Thought that was kind of cool. My buddy was out there investigating it, and he said, hey, take a picture of this. So I did, and I haven't even been back to that place yet, actually. But I was roaming around one day and found that. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And right after I found it, my buddy was roaming. We were both just kind of cruising around, unlocking stuff, finding stuff, and he goes, hey, I just found some dog tags in this cave. I was like, oh, no doubt, I just found a damn Nazi helmet. And anyway, that was that early adventure. Creeping, trying out my bow, loving it. Let's see, where do I get to? Oh, I'll put it back up. Yeah, there we go. So my bad. Yeah, found that. Then started running around and wanted to go check out these windmills. Ended up running over there when this trophy popped up, and there's a lot of loud vegetation over there, and it was just kind of annoying for me, so I bailed. I'll get better. Shot inside the church kind of made me laugh. Sent that to a friend. Oh, and then I'm creeping outside around the church for my first time in the area, and I see all these elk, and I'm like, wow. So excuse me. So I stopped and take a picture of it, sent it to my friends, and because they're new as well. And as I come creeping around, I see this dude. I'm like, oh man. I mean, I don't know. Everybody might not light up about that particular animal, but to me, I was new and it was awesome. And how many days in was I into this? Yeah, 3 days in, coolest thing I had seen. So I worked my way over, and boom, epicness. No, I didn't. I did. I mean, I did work my way over to it and sneak over to it, but I didn't have a caller for that, and my friend had just earned and acquired the call, and he helped me on that. That's right. That's right. And so I snuck over to it. Excuse me. Damn it. And I took care of him. That was beautiful. I was like, sweet. That was my first Rosie. And yeah, that was I mean, just every experience, it sucks me in more and more and more. And then cruising the other night, I got that one. And then that one. And like I say, ever since I got the crossbow, I've never not had it. Everything I shoot now is with the crossbow. Another, you know, the moon will stop me in my tracks. So I stop, take a picture like always. And then I came across this dude. Then I came across this dude. Then came across this dude. And this dude. And then I was doing some climbing again. Yep. Just, taking a second to admire the view. Then I shot this joker. Then I snuck up on this one. And I don't know how much closer you can get, but I could reach up there and yank on her tail. I mean, see, that's just my type of stealth. That's what I love about the crossbow and the way I hunt. And I may not be able to shoot something. I may miss a lot of things because I can't shoot them from a mile away. Miss opportunities. However it may be. But that's just how it's going to be because hunting you has a crossbow. Woo! Oh, man. Oh, okay. So, like I say, everything I had shot was without the scope until I discovered that I had one and I equipped it, and I didn't know there was a shooting range yet. So I'm just sitting there plugging bolts into this thing, trying to, feel it out, get a gauge for it, and see if I could use it at all. And nope, because I've never been a scopy type of cat. I just, quick dot, red dot type of thing. That's me. Close range, small weapon. Like I say, I'd rather stab you in the eye than shoot you. So it just, scopes have never been my thing. I've never been a sniper. I've never used long range stuff. It's just not my world. So I didn't use that scope at all. I took it right off. Couldn't stand it. See? Hated it. Right back to creeping around, iron sighting everything I killed. And all of a sudden, my buddy says, I'm still killing everything. Oh, then I'm on this whitetail. I shoot this it was the biggest whitetail yet. Okay? And of course, it's the worst shot yet. And I hit it like in the shoulder or something because I should have got closer. I got too excited and rushed it. Whatever. I don't even know what it was because it didn't die and whatever, dude. But there was another big one right there with him. And when I shot it, it hit me. And I mean, dude, it racked me. There's the evidence. It sent me tall all the way to the top of the trees. I laughed my ass off. My friends were crying. Oh, man. Yeah. And then I got this dude. And what's this one? That one. Oh, what the hell did I must have popped a rabbit or something with that. I don't know why the hell I put that gun out. It's the only reason I see. What the hell did I shoot? No, because that's big. That's like a damn moose or something. Hmm. Well, that's obviously the last time I shot anything, because there I am mooning out with my bow again. So, and it's just what I do. Now, where are we at here? Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah, this one was awesome. I thought. I'm cruising. I get out to this lake. I'm like, oh, dude, look at how glassy it is. That's a beautiful shot. Had to take it. Then I'm right back to roaming, and I come up on these buffalo. I'm like, okay, well, I've tried this with the crossbow. I've tried that with the crossbow. Let's see if it'll drop one of the biggest, gnarliest things in the game. Because I watched my friend get ran over. I was like, I've been run over and killed. I said, let's see what happens. So I creep up there and boom. Another rookie mistake, not thinking I should have scoped it out and found the bull, because as I watched the video that I recorded and went back and looked, I saw him get up first and haul ass. And whatever. It was still cool. I was excited, and I made a great shot. So, for my first bison, I was excited. And especially when I saw that one bolt will just drop it. I mean, it was a perfectly placed shot, but still, I was like, okay, this thing will drop anything big, and it has. There's nothing it hasn't and it hasn't crushed, man. I mean, I try not to be potty mouthed in all my videos, but it's hard because I am one. So, my apologies. Here I was just having a laugh at the range, and I put a bolt and everything I was going to try and shoot at 200 meters. Not doable for me, maybe for you, or a lucky shot or something, I don't know, but 150 meters in, pretty lethal and extremely accurate. That's at 100 meters. I mean, that's pretty damn accurate. That's at 50. Or again at 50. Another 100. 150. Of course, I went to the range under the moonlight because, like I say, I'm a Moonanite. And another one from 150. I mean, dude, that's accurate as hell with a bolt from 150. I mean, man, I love this thing. So then I was like, okay, let me jump in here and just load up one for small, medium, and heavy. But then I couldn't have my tent, and I had to renegotiate that some. And so then I'm creeping, and hey, guess what? Hunting you stopped in his tracks by the moon again. So I'd take a picture and go about my way. And let's see. Bear, is that the one that... Oh yeah, that was the one that was running away from me. That's in the end of the video, and I made of trying to feel out using the crossbow at the range. And it's not so much a tutorial, it's just a video showing my experience as a beginner, and maybe it helps somebody. I don't know, whatever, you can watch that one. But that's the bear that I shot as it was tailing away. It was cruising. And then this is the deer that was right after that in the end of the video that I shot in the neck. Initially I wanted to try a shot from distance because it was pretty far away, but then it started coming at me, and I was like, "Ah, okay, well, I'll just shoot it." And that one was at about the same distance as the bear, but um, then I got this beauty with the moon back there. That was just absolutely awesome. God, I was loving that. And man, I dropped like 3 in a row. I got this gold member. I was like, oh, dude, I'm just slaying it with this bow right now. Let's see, what's this? Oh yeah, same thing. Then this was the next one, just moments later, right in the same location. And then another one. I mean, I was just hammering it. And then that one made me laugh because I didn't get the integrity bonus. I forgot to. Oh no, that is no. I did shoot it with the right bolt. That's right. But I've got chapped a couple times. Forget to put the light one in there, and I still have the one I'm trying to shoot a dang bear or something. And it gets me. I know this is an albino video. I'm getting there, man. I'm just taking you through my week of owning the game, man. If it's lengthy, I apologize. You can fast forward till you get there. So someone in the comments will say, ignore the kook, go to, so and so at this time. Whatever. So the night before, let's see, what night was this? The 24th. Okay. I am shooting at a deer. This one. I pick it up. I'm shooting at another deer. And this dude comes right up. I'm hiding in this tree. He can't see me. He comes right up next to me out of my peripheral vision, out of that tree you see over his knees right there. The big thick one. And I can't believe it. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I turn right over, boom, shoot him right in the forehead. And he was gorgeous. I was like, dude, I haven't seen any one of these blonde looking things like that. I didn't even know that was called, but I mean, just by looking at it, at first I freaked out. I was like, dude, is that an albino? I was tripping. But no, just a black bear. But it's the best thing I had gotten yet in a week. I was like, woohoo! I was like a 7, I mean, for the first time you get that, you're stoked. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I saw it was a blonde fur on a black bear, and I mean, that may not mean anything, but it was cool to me. And I was like, man, look at that shot. I was like, awesome. So yeah, I was excited. That night was just going awesome for me. What's this? That might have been right where we're all in this zone, man. I was just destroying stuff. Oh no, I was showing my buddy that I love these trees. I kill stuff out of them all the time, and I was showing how it makes you invisible. I was showing that to my friend who just started. And anyway, oh, and this is the first thing I bought with any kind of money. I bought the rangefinder, and I was like, ooh. I didn't realize it identified stuff too, because I don't have the perks for tracking yet that will do that. And I mean, that makes that tool priceless. So I was like, oh man, that's awesome. So then I started creeping and got him. I was like, oh man, the crossbow. I'm just so loving this thing. So then I see this bear, and it just looked red, so red. I was like, oh man, look at that! Is just so gorgeous, man. Look at that thing, awesome. And I'm blown away. I've got 2 of these insane bears, and I'm just starting to destroy stuff with this scope and with this crossbow, all different ranges. I'm just like, okay, I'm never shooting a gun again. I absolutely love this thing, one after the next. And I just absolutely love this thing, man. And they just creep right up, get so close that I just plug them, and then it doesn't scare everything else off. Like all my friends and their big ass guns. I mean, this thing's just dirty. I love it. And then I'm like, okay, let's humor myself. I tend to do that a lot, and I was like, okay, let me lay on this blind and see if it works just like if it were built. I'll lay on top of the damn thing and call out and see. Oh my god, does it ever work? I mean, I couldn't even believe it. I took a video of that too. I'll get to that and I'll post it. But it just try it out. You see, I'm not. It's not lip service. It is awesome. I mean, I'm laying on this thing. Stuff's coming out, and then I get this shot. And this is what I'm talking about how I've seen like the king and queen together several times. The very first night I had this game, I was under this section of trees I sat there for like an hour. And I called out and called out. I let so much stuff come out and go by me. And I heard this one set of footprints that just sounded different. And it was hesitant, and I just knew. And somehow, like a jackass, I didn't have another bolt in, and I'm aiming. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it until I went to pull the trigger, and it didn't go off. And it was such a rookie move. Oh, dude. And it's the biggest thing I've seen in the game yet. I know it was some mythical... Dude, its rack was as big as my 6'4" ass holding my arms out. I could throw up worse than losing the footage of the albino. Okay, take a breath. Take a breath, Hotmir. Regroup. Okay, so I got this right in front of me going on, and I'm like, wow, look at that. I have to take a shot at it. So I do. And I'm like, please, lean down. And I'm waiting for her to not get spooked. You know, I was like, it's not the greatest mail in the world, but I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity. It's right in front of me. I need the cash. So she leans down. I have a video of that too. I mean, all the videos I want except the one. And we'll get to that. I'm getting to that. I know this is long, dude, but I'm new to this. I'm super excited, and maybe you are too. Dude, so she leans down. Boom. I shoot him right in the neck. It was awesome. Oh, that was awesome. So then I come across the toughest rabbit ever and have to put 2 in it. It was like the first one knocked him out, and he was just standing there, and I was like, dude, is that thing dead? It was like it literally knocked it for a loop for a minute, and then he went to take off again. I was like, oh, no, and I shot him a second time. I couldn't believe it took 2. I stop and appreciate things. I saw this tree going through the rock. I was like, okay, take a shot at that. Then I plugged this guy. I mean, it's just been a rack attack with this crossbow at close range. It's been awesome. Okay, yeah. So I'm doing this mission to get the 2 coyotes. I get the second one. This thing pops up. I start creeping. I end up in the mountain. It turns dark. And that's when this thing walks right into my light. You saw, I was killing stuff all the way up this mountain. I'm in purple. I'm like, pressure. I'm like, there's no pressure. I don't even understand what's happening right now. I've shot so much stuff. Everywhere I look is purple. I I haven't left the purple, haven't went anywhere. I keep hearing, every time I call out, I keep hearing all these feet, all these footsteps. I'm like, dude, and I keep shooting stuff, and then I go over and I pick up that last big deer, and oh no, that was daytime. I must not have a picture of the one I shot right before this, but trust me, it happened. And I mean, I'm right here, and I don't want to look over till I thought it was on the left, but it's on the right, and I'm hearing these footsteps are everywhere around me, and a ton of them are right there where that wind is, and I don't want to turn around over there and spook away what's there. And like I said before, I just froze forward with my light on, and dude, she just stepped right out from left to right, just how I'm looking, right in front of me, right into the light. And I mean, it was so bright, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, holy crap. I go, that's an albino. And I mean, I don't know what the deal is with that arrow, but I mean, I had to shoot it because it was looking right at me. It got so close. I mean, it looked at me. It was one of those where the instant you gaze for a fraction of a second longer, it turns and bolts, and that's where we were, and that's when I shot it. And I mean, dude, I was just tripping. You see how bright it is into that light. I mean, when it stepped in, like I say, it was like a light switch went off. It was just, oh, it was so awesome. Oh man. And I shot it right through the face, I think. And into, yeah, see, the thing is spinning and you can't see. I'm pretty sure I went through his face first and then everything else. Crazy, man. Oh, and it was the last of the 3 that you had to get, of the 3 blacktails. You can see right there for Hope's winter stock. It's just crazy, man. But oh, and then right after that, dude, right after that, I'm telling you, it was a barrage of footsteps like you just can't imagine. I mean, I go and I'm you see, I mowed down the grass all around it. I'm taking pictures of it from all around, and I hear these footsteps again. I mean, right around me. Look. $11:51. I know this was right after that. I know this was right after that. Look. 4 minutes? Yeah, dude, it was right after that. I was taking the picture and I hear all these footsteps. I call out, I chill again for a second. All these things come out again. And boom. I didn't move a muscle. Didn't move a muscle. I mean, here's my evidence of the hunting pressure situation. I mean, I know it's a thing. But for whatever reason, at that particular moment, it was not a thing for me. And I mean, you know, it's probably hard for those guys to believe earlier when I wrote in and said that I chatted in during the live stream, and I told them that I had only been playing about a week and I had just got an albino. And that's when, you know, I'm listening to his live broadcast, and I'm going through to find the video because I'm so excited and I want to edit it and share it. And I remember because right after I got the albino, I got this one, and I remember saying, out loud, because I didn't say anything through that whole hunt. I was so quiet, man. I didn't want to blow it. And, and I remember after I shot this one, I said, wow, I can't believe that just happened. There's probably some expletives in there, and I guaranteed. And I was so in shock. I mean, how much killing took place in like 20 minutes? It was insane. All so close. I mean, it was just crazy. And that's when I hit the button to record the video. And this is the absolute nonsense I get. Look at this. Dude, 38 seconds. How, of all the times in your life when you're going to press that share button and record a 15-minute video like all the rest of these, I get a 38-second blurb. I'm so speechless. See? And I'm still hearing footsteps. After just getting the albino, after just shooting that thing, and they're still walking around. On both sides of me. Dude, 38 seconds. I just showed you the picture where I just got that thing. 4 minutes after I shot the albino. That's the clip. I knew. I mean, I thought possibly, oh, you were so overexcited, all you did was take the pictures. You didn't record the clip. No, I recorded the clip. And then this is what I got. So, yeah, I was super lucky to get the albino. But ultimately, so turbo unlucky, it's not even funny. I mean, every deity there could possibly be dreamt up bitch smacked me on this one. And, I mean, the Lords of the Forest said, hell no. And I got a 38-second pine cone lashing. That dude, I mean, how do you shoot an albino and get worked like that? I mean, at least I had the pictures. Dude, I can't even speak about it. Oh God. But this is where I was. And I didn't walk far. And in that zone I was in right there by South Lake, I absolutely murdered stuff. Now, was it all big giant, 6s, 7s, 8s and all the stuff that all you, stud hunters are looking and wanting for? No. But for a dude that's had the game for a week, who is just, racking after racking after racking, it's super awesome to me, man. And then to have that thing step out in my light like that, like, dude, I don't know, like the most beautiful thing a lighthouse has ever cast its beam upon, to me at that moment. Dude, it was just awesome. I mean, sure, do I wish it was a 10-foot albino bear, or, dude, I mean, keep wishing, but for what it was for me, absolutely epic, man. But this is all I get to show you because of this 38-second bunch of crap that video failed on. I don't understand. If you know why that's happening, save me future pain, because I just don't know. I mean, look, the moon got me again. It's just what it does. But this was a great one because I made it my profile picture. And, yeah, fully loving the crossbow no matter how worked I got on my albino session. Oh, and then after that, the ultimate scare. This pops up. I'm like, what? What? I was like, dude, if this is going to chat me and wipe out everything I've done, and the albino I just got, I didn't even, I was double torqued. I didn't even know how to act. And thankfully, it came out on the right side because I was tripping on that. Has that happened to you? Has that happened to anybody? I mean, I know the most of you stud gamers are PC, and I'm on the PS4, but dude, I was tripping on that one. Oh, and then I saw that there are fish last night. I didn't know that. I had commented on a previous video how I'd love to have fish. Oh yeah, I was at the lake. I had to take a chill for a second last night. That's what I do. Go ahead, take a deep breath and just suck that in one time. It's like a Bob Ross painting. Let the magic get you. Yeah. Another wreck. And another one. And another elk last night. Another deer. I think these were all around the church. And then that was it. I turned in after I became an ultra marathon man. And I called it a night after I found this one because I'm trying to become a better tracker, and I stayed on this one and stayed on this one. Normally when I shoot stuff with those bolts, dude, they're just down, and I had a crap-tastical shot on this one and I had to track it, and which is good because I need to get that tracking experience because not everything you shoot's just gonna drop. So anyway, I did that, and that was my night. And I went to bed just on cloud 9. Had no idea that I didn't have that video until that stream was going today. And I went to look for that video and found this 38-second nightmare. I mean, just wake me up, dude. I'm dreaming. Anyway, sorry for the super lengthy thing. I took you on a journey from beginning to where I'm at now and getting that albino, and maybe you appreciate the video, maybe you think it's too long. Long videos annoy people. My apologies, but it is what it is. Until next time, hopefully hopefully the video I do provide you with next time is super entertaining and you actually get to see something. Whatever. That's my experience. Hope it was cool. Please share yours, and be careful out there because you can get taken out, and I like that. I wish you could get taken out a little more, but it is what it is. Just give me a fishing pole, please. Peace out. Have fun out there, guys.